Hello Pack, happy Monday and welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Syndicate Stealth run. Today we're doing the child liberation up in Whitechapel, which we're doing immediately after the blighter stronghold in Whitechapel. So we're going to go ahead and grab 3 chests that are here in the stronghold, more for the materials and the money behind it, because since we're trying to play these in one playthrough, we don't want to be going out and getting a lot of the collectibles off screen. So most of the collectibles will be done during the videos. So that's why we open it up with these collecting and then going to the mission. Additionally, I'll try to keep most of the skills and the gear to the videos as well, so you guys will get a chance to see what we're picking up and what we're speccing into. If there's any gaps, I apologize. I'll try to cover them. If I miss them, I apologize. So here we are meeting up with Evie to do the To Catch an Urchin quest, which is the introduction to child liberation missions here in London. So we're meeting with Clara O'Deal, I believe that's her name, and we're going to go ahead and skip over it. We're going to go to a merchant, make sure we're stocked up full on our gear, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the child liberation. Now this child liberation is typically very easy. We usually can do this in one pass without anybody seeing us. We do end up with one small hiccup where a guard that I assumed was going to be frightened ended up not being frightened and ended up seeing us. So we do have one small reset here, but overall this one goes over pretty smoothly. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going straight over to this market. Now, instead of going straight to the child liberation factory on foot, we're going to climb up the building first. The reason is because there's about a 50-50 shot of a blighter guard being right outside that building, coming down the steps as you go up. And so, although it's not technically in the mission area, it is after the mission has started, and so we are going to go ahead and try to avoid being seen by him. So before we jump down here, I wanted to make sure there was no stray guards, and there weren't. There was a single rook that seemed to be walking by, but nobody else that would have noticed our ascent here onto the building. So we're climbing up. We know that there's going to be a single guard on the left-hand side, but we're going to go ahead and try to get as many people marked as we can. You can see that one guard there next to the chest. We will be collecting that chest. Again, materials, gold, and experience. But we do want to make sure that he can't see us, doesn't notice us. We'll wait here for a little bit. He's going to stall for just a little while before finally turning around. Once he turns around, we'll go ahead and go after him. We're going to use the aiming with the throwing knife here just to be able to get a better look at him without accidentally going around. He finally starts walking back, and we go into crouch mode, because if you don't go into the stealth mode, they can usually hear you coming up behind them. So we almost missed that one, but easy enough. We got the chest. We'll go ahead and grab the data helix here, or the helix glitch, and then we'll run down, and there's the foreman. Now usually when you kill the foreman, anybody who can see the foreman also runs away from him. That guy did not, and unfortunately the guard underneath was at the perfect point to be able to see us. So again, we're doing the reset here. We are back at the merchant, and we'll go ahead and buy, restock up like we did before, go through the roof, and then also head back into the child liberation. Like I said, that's the only reset we had for this run. It was very unfortunate. It was just bad positioning with all the enemies. Should be easy enough to get through this time. So again, climb on the rooftops to stay out of sight of the blighters on the ground, because there are one or two here and there that we just don't want to be seen by. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, we haven't managed to meet Alexander Graham Bell, and so we don't have the grappling hook, and I accidentally held E instead of, you shouldn't hold anything there to jump over to the wall. If you hold E, you jump down off the roof and end up with that weird climb up back onto the wall. So this time we go ahead and scout out, make sure we know where everybody is. This guy is again coming over here to the door, but we wanted to make sure we knew where everybody else was, and by the time we had finished doing that, he was already walking his way back. So we'll go ahead and sneak up behind him and get the assassination. Now unfortunately we are on the other side of the data helix, so we'll go ahead and grab it here, and then we'll also grab the chest while we're on this side. So easy enough, no issues, no complaints. We'll go ahead and get the foreman again, and we'll make sure that no one sees us when we are getting the foreman. We're checking the locations of the different guards. We see the lady up here. We'll go ahead and get her first, which unfortunately, if you don't get the headshot, you will end up damaging them and they won't die. And I think we end up doing that here to the foreman. Nope, we do get the foreman. It is kind of tricky because there was a civilian in front. And look, the guard that saw us last time, he's on the run. No longer interested in coming after us or noticing us. So again, all we have to do now is make sure we take out everybody else without being seen. We've got a guard down here that will see you if you screw this up. So we got him while he was still looking down. Maybe a fraction of a second longer, he would have ended up seeing us because he did look up our way. But we got him just before his AI realized he saw us.
Keep your voice down.
So first group of kids freed. There are 3 total in this area. We've already killed one of the guards near the kids. And now we've killed the second guard, or the third guard, near the other kids, because the first lady we killed was also the first guard for the first group of kids. So all the kids no longer have guards, but there is one other guard at the front of the factory. That's the one we just killed. And that should be the only person we have left. We'll go ahead and free this group of kids. We're unstealthing at this point because there's no need to. We'll grab this chest, then we're going to jump down and grab these kids because these are the last kids we need. And like that, the child liberation is done. We're just doing a quick scan, make sure that if we missed any chests or anything, they'd be picked up here. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please feel free to like and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment down below telling me how far you think I can get before the next mission that is unstealthable is. And I will see you guys next week. Stay stealthy.